Black Box Productions.
What up, Google gang? It's the Facts Over Feelings Zone. Man, I was just tripping, scrolling, and I seen the story. Eminem had a home invasion where he had personal security on deck at his home in the middle of the night. They was posted out front, and somehow somebody made their way inside his house. Now just picture this. Not only are you living in a gated community, so that is a level of security that usually provides everyone with some enough safety where they don't have to worry about a home invasion. However, I do remember a partner of mine. I remember one day, rest in peace, Kobe. It was reported that Kobe wasn't able to make it to practice in Newport Beach because his gated community was being surrounded by police, and they was on a search for some suspects on a home invasion from that gated community. And it happened to be my homeboy that was the suspect that stopped Kobe from going to practice that day. I remember that. I remember seeing a report that he couldn't make it to practice, seeing the perimeter on the news that the police set up, knew what my homie was up to, and kind of assumed that it might be him, and then him hitting me the next day and it was him. But for Eminem, somebody as rich as Eminem, as powerful as Eminem, as secluded as Eminem, because he stays to himself, he's a real isolated individual throughout his whole career, to be ducked off in a gated community, go a step further to have your own private security on deck, and then for somebody still at 4 in the morning, the middle of the night, to be able to get past your security and get in your home, man, he is so lucky it wasn't a op or somebody with some ill intentions. It was just a weirdo freak. Because just think of somebody that was really at you, that took the same risk, they got you. So it is needless to say, they didn't name his security, but it is needless to say they are looking for employment, and they might not gonna be able to find it nowhere. Eminem came face to face with a home intruder who slipped past his own security, which was sound asleep. Now, they made a correction. They didn't mean sound asleep. They put the correction right here. This is TMZ, by the way. It says, 2 of our sources contacted us after posting the story to say when they said security was sleeping, they meant figuratively. We're told his security team was on the front of the property and the intruder snuck through the back. So you can kind of like overlook that sound asleep statement. And the guy made it into his living room. Police sources as well as sources connected to M tell TMZ the break-in went down earlier this month at around 4 a.m. at M's Detroit area home in a gated community. According to law enforcement, the suspect, 25-year-old Matthew Hughes, used a paving stone to smash a kitchen window and climbed inside the house. Ain't that a blip? We're told an alarm went off and it woke Eminem. M got up, found the intruder in his living room. The intruder was detained and the guards came running and grabbed the guy. So when they say the intruder was detained, that means M physically took advantage of the man and got him up under control. I mean, they skipped from him bumping into him one-on-one to say that, and then the security came. So, I mean, that's what I would assume. I don't know, unless somebody else was there with him 4 in the morning and overpowered the intruder. I don't know. The intruder was detained and the guards came running and grabbed the guy. Police were called and rushed to the home. Hughes was taken into custody and booked on charges of first-degree home invasion and malicious destruction of a building, both felonies. It didn't appear the intruder was trying to steal anything. It seems he wanted a face-to-face with him. Hughes is still being held on $50,000 bond at the Macomb County Jail. Dang, $50,000 still got him? So like he would have been up out of there off a 50 piece. That sounds like easy peasy. But damn, yeah, M, glad that you're safe, of course. But you got to rethink this security process. And that's just got to be a message, because if you have that many layers of security and they still penetrated to the point where you had to deal with that type of incident, I don't know what kind of message that's supposed to be sending to Mr. Mathers, but read between the lines, tighten it up. On my mama.
Nigga, Nip Hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know, I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned.